Hey guys. All right, so we already covered the brisket and we covered the spare ribs. Now we're going to work on a
La Caja.
La Caja China box pig. This here is a Berkshire pig. It's about 50 pounds, 52 pounds to be exact. And then we need to cut this. We need to split it on the rack without breaking the skin back here. So we're going to need a little bit more complicated array of tools here. I suggest if you're going to be doing your own butchering that you get tools that you buy specifically for handling your food. So we got here, Rob, show them this here.
Sawzall. Right?
Right, with a meat cutting blade. We have a
This is
Dremel here, which is basically for cutting deep into the bone.
That's the
Of course,
important
our
part.
Knife collection. Now I'm going to flip the pig over. And as you can see, she's already cleaned out. There's no, this is all we have here. What we have inside here, though, are the kidneys. We're gonna save those kidneys. We're just gonna pull those kidneys out. These here, we're gonna slice these open and we're gonna fry these up with some onions later. So we're gonna put this right here for now. Now the first thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to cut this rib cage right here. You could usually do that with a sharp knife. I'm going to take this knife right here and I'm going to cut here through the rib cage, through the sternum. Okay, and we'll split this right here. Okay, so that's the first part of it. This is already split. We're fine here. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to take this Dremel, put a nice little saw blade in here. We're going to cut through the meat, the spine right here. One of the things you might want to do too is to kind of just cut this meat out in the middle there because that seems to be stopping the blade a little bit. You want to take good care not to cut past the skin. The whole key to this Lachenga box, La Caja box, is to have the skin intact.
There you go.
Here's one of the things too, like when you get into this animal here, is to make sure you clean up things like this trachea here that you really don't want floating around here. So we're gonna clean this up. See if we're split here enough.
Just about.
We're just about split here.
Right there.
We'll take the knife, maybe leverage ourselves in there, and you can hear those bones cracking. Okay. But again, you want to make sure that you don't get through too You don't
all
want
the way through the skin.
Skin. You want that skin intact. It's all supposed to be one piece. It's kind of one of the reasons why the pig came like this, because they couldn't cut it. A lot of wholesalers will only cut the pig directly in half, but we don't want that. We want this thing completely stretched out and done nice. So I want to break the spine here, so she lays nice and flat.
Obviously, the smaller the pig, the easier this is to do.
Yeah.
Hogzilla, not so much.
So here we go. So this is nice and opened here.
Beautiful.
Next thing, Robert, we're going to do the skull. You can, well, you know what? Let's clean this up in here a little bit. Let's get the slicing knife. We're going to clean some of this stuff here, because remember, these are wholesale cuts. They're not retail cuts, so they're not really made for the consumer as they are made for commercial houses, kind of like my restaurants, Artivo and Sotto Voce and Alta Voce. Right in Park Slope.
Gratuitous plug.
No plug.
No
Gratuitous plug. So we're gonna take this saw and we're gonna cut this up. You want to cut this up?
No. You come here, and I'll hold the skull open.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to like get in there, reach over.
Which way are you grabbing it?
We're gonna cut it like right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Beautiful.
We're not done yet.
Yep. Well.
I need you to pay attention. All right, let's just check now. Let's
Give me that.
split it open. There you go. Beautiful. So
That's perfect.
if you want to see this here,
Yeah.
so
Don't show me.
now we have the skull split right open here, and we're gonna put this right. We're gonna put our rub on here. We're gonna clean this up a little bit with some napkins. On the tie tight with the both napkin holder, and we're gonna just wipe some of this down because we don't want that those bone fragments, because it's a little bit of the. And I'm gonna wipe this down. All right, that's it. Now she's ready to go. We're gonna put our rub, something a little bit simple, just a simple lemon pepper rub that we did on one of our trials. That looked really good, and that's it.
That's it.
We're ready to go. Thanks
All
a
right.
lot.
We'll see you guys Sunday.